Hey, welcome back to Watson's Models. I've started the M3, 37 millimeter, anti-tank gun, and it's right off the bat. I mean, right off the start, it's jacked up. Okay, in classic frickin' Dragon fashion, the instructions are missing a couple of things. Let me just turn the camera around and show you what I'm talking about, okay? Give me just a moment. Okay, just to kick things off, the drawing doesn't indicate this piece, okay? Here we go again. I'm already dropping stuff. My camera's literally sitting in like a business card holder propped up by a piece of 2x4. So I can get you some close-up shots here. Anyways, when you cut this part off, this long shaft, this appears to be a very long ejector pin mark, okay? And because the instructions don't show this part, the bottom of this has a pin on it. So one can assume you can slice this off, drill a hole, and put the handle on there. Well, there's a spacing problem, obviously. You start looking around at the drawings and trying to figure it out. This piece, C11, I believe it's C11, yeah, is the only, first of all, it's not listed anywhere on the instructions, but it's the only part that fits on there properly and allows you to put this crank handle on, okay? So we're good there. I'm not going to glue that down yet until probably the end. I don't know yet. But let me pull this off for now and go over this piece. So this mechanism, and this is loose fitting right here. Come on, damn it. Get in there. Okay. This is obviously coincides with the gunner scope there. All right. Now the pieces that you have to be careful about. I wonder if I can get this out of here like this. Yeah. I need a handy dandy pointing tool. The pin of this arm goes through this eyelet, and then you're going to put this little teeny tiny cap on there. All right. That's what the cap looks like. Be careful you don't lose those. What I recommend you do is on the side that rides on the bottom of the post, take and just sort of, angle cut your knife in there to give it a nice little sort of I don't know if chamfered is the right word or whatever. But the posts that come off of here aren't perfectly straight. All right, they're kind of almost cone shaped, just a hair. So you just want to remove a little bit of material on this side of the eyelet. And then you're going to want to sand this surface and this surface of the eyelet down a little bit. So you have a little bit of a relief and the shaft will stick out so this thing can float back and forth. All right, because you got to put this cap on, and the last thing you want to do is get glue on the cap, on the pin, and on this, or it's not going to work. That problem exists on both of these arms. Now the gun sight is not glued on yet. Okay, I left that off because this little piece fits in like that. All right, so the gun sight, it has a tight fit, so you can just stick it on there. But I guess for alignment purposes, this is going to end up here. And we can just, we can adjust the sight later after the gun is mounted to it. Come on. There. All right, so it moves. Now, this pin is obviously going to receive a shaft or something on the main gun carriage that pivots with this. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be tied to this. I haven't gotten to that step yet. All right. So the first problem is this. Now, this little piece sorry about the camera work, folks. This little piece is going to fit right here. The front shield is going to mount between this framework and this deal right here. This, for some reason, I think, is on the front side of the shield when all's said and done. All right. I'm a little skittish of getting this all glued together now, because on the inside, you'll notice, look at the two reliefs right there with the holes in them. It's almost as if something that had a little, like a T end that pivots or something would go in there and then come out through that hole. I have no idea. The instructions don't show it, so I'm going to be cautious about putting this on until I get further down the road and see if there's any parts left over. You know, maybe this plugs into something that it just isn't shown. So that's that. Anyways, first hiccup of the night. Just wanted you to see it. And be wary. Be aware. Be aware. So again, definitely having to advance into other steps in drive fitting in order to see how things in the first step fit. So it will take some more studying. This you definitely want to keep this little guy loose. And you can put this cap on here. This is actually going to mount. If I can do this without dropping the camera. Excuse me. It's going to be angled like this, and then this part fits up in there. So anyhow, humma. So it's a short video. It's Friday night. And it's time for some leftover Oktoberfest. I got like 2 cases of this stuff sitting in my shop. Yeah. Feels good on the old throat. Hey, one of the other things I did today, and yesterday's video when I did the open box review on this thing, as I said, I am not going to super detail this thing. But there is one glaring, obvious thing I have to change on this deal, and that's the wheels. This company gave us the same wheels that are produced for the Willis. Okay, the rims that are on this thing they look more appropriate for, you know, the early war rims. They weren't split rims, but the swell mark was out a little bit further. They almost looked like the same rims you would find on a CJ 2A or something. But the shape was just different. So I'm getting, I went to East Coast Armory. I've been back and forth with him today talking about this, and he sells his set for, I think he's got, it's either $55 a set or it's a little bit more than that, depending on whether or not you get a resin version or whatever. I wanted the resin version of this. So he makes his own rubber tires. You get the resin wheel. You'll even get a little valve stem that goes in there. So this is going to add a significant change of appearance to the vehicle. So we'll just keep these as extra backup rims for the 6 scale Jeeps. And that's it. So that's coming. I mean, look, how cheap can they get? Like, you see where my finger is? Look at that teeny tiny valve stem they tried to mold into that thing. Unbelievable. So, make the investment, get a hold of East Coast Armory. Had no idea the dude was right here in Pennsylvania, up near the Poconos, or in the Poconos region. So, that's awesome. That'll save on shipping for sure. So, I think you got a new friend. All right, fellas, ladies, children of all kinds, have a good day. This channel's not for kids, by the way. Just so you know, Sometimes I might slip. I might take a sip. For those reasons, I have not made for children checked on the videos, just so you know. You know, you're the parent. It's your choice. You want them to watch this. I can't tell you what to do. But I'm not going to do anything that's like super stupid. That would be bad. So don't worry about that, okay? I got too much love in my heart, and I love Jesus Christ. Yeah. Squirrel.